Hello, and welcome to City Life. I'm Beverly Thompson. Calling all music lovers. Starting this month, an exciting new concert series is coming to Downtown Durham. Here to talk about what's in store and why these concerts are something you don't want to miss is Tess Mangum, Ocana. Tess is the special events coordinator for Downtown Durham, Inc. and the series organizer behind the new Find Your Cool Summer Concert Series. Welcome, Tess, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Tess, tell us, what exactly is the Find Your Cool Summer Concert Series?
Well, it's a series of 13 free concerts every Thursday from May 9th to August 8th, with the exception of the 4th of July.
Okay.
And it's at CCB Plaza where the Bronze Bull is.
Okay, so we know exactly how to find it, right?
Yeah, between the SunTrust building, the Marriott.
Everybody knows where Major is, so that's a good thing. So why is Downtown Durham actually doing this concert series?
Well, Downtown Durham Inc. wants people to come enjoy the music, of course, but also to maybe check out all the bars and restaurants, some of the shops. You know, we have, seems like probably 30 new places opening up every month. So before or after the show, maybe bring your family, your friends, have a drink, have some dinner. And also some of the retail shops are going to be staying open later than usual to wrap themselves around the concert series.
Certainly downtown is not what a whole lot of people remember from 10 years ago. It's
No.
a booming place now.
It's happening, it's happy, it's free, it's, you know,
Yeah.
y'all know.
So when will these concerts be held?
7 to 8:30, and like I said, every Thursday except for the 4th of July.
Okay, alrighty. Now, who can we expect to see?
Okay, so we're going to kick things off May 9th with Joe Gore and the Alternative. They're a soul band, R&B band. Joe's originally from Whiteville, but she's in Durham. And then Onyx Club Boys, that's a gypsy jazz band, so that's kind of the intersection of gypsy violin and jazz. Very danceable, made popular by Django Reinhardt back in the 1930s. Sarah Shook and the Devil is a female-fronted rockabilly quartet with upright bass. Virgin's Family Band, these guys just graduated, a couple of them just graduated from UNC this spring, and that's just really gorgeous acoustic pop music. On June 6th will be the Pinkerton Raid, which is, I'd say, Americana and pop music. Followed by Mel Melton and the Wicked Mojos.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Yeah, blues and Cajun music, harmonica, definitely good dancing music. Darkwater Rising, now I had to break the rule, everybody's local. You know, it was important to Downtown Durham Inc. that the bands all be local, with the exception, I broke the rule for Darkwater Rising because they're coming up from Lumberton. And they are Lumbee, and so it's rock but with soul.
Okay.
The date of that show, Darkwater Rising, is June 20th. Then Orquesta Gardel. This is a 12-piece salsa band with a horn section, dos soneros, 2 lead singers, lots of bass and percussion. This is definitely a night to come out and either dance or watch people dance.
Before you go on, it sounds like such a diverse offering. How do you actually come up with these names and these bands and find that they'd be suitable for a Durham crowd?
Oh, it's a dream come true. I've got them all in the back of my head.
Oh.
So I just, you know, as a concert promoter and as a music lover, you keep in mind, you're always reading, you're talking to people, you're keeping your ear to the ground for who's playing, what new bands are forming, and what kind of bands draw the biggest crowds, of course. So I've got like this kind of Rolodex in my head, and it was a dream come true to be able to call all these ideas in my head on the telephone and say, hey, I've got a great gig for you, can you come do it?
That is awesome. And some of these bands, have they played here locally before?
Yeah, all of them have. Even Darkwater Rising, coming up from Lumberton, has played Shikori Hills. So, but the great thing is these concerts are free, but most of these bands, they play gigs that are, they're paid. Yeah, you know, they're bands that are great, and otherwise you'd pay to see them, but you get to see them for free at CCB Plaza.
So now that you say free, they're probably going to draw a lot of people to Downtown Durham.
Yeah.
So how are we going to handle parking?
Okay, so parking, by that time of the evening, street parking will be free if you can slip in there, and if not, the Corcoran Street deck is inexpensive paid parking.
Okay, well, you know something? I think we didn't finish with the bands. You want to tell me what
Yeah.
other bands we're going to have coming?
Yeah, I'll just quickly say Cyril Lance Orchestra. The Ark, like the Noah's
Orchestra.
Ark
Okay.
concept, is blues and rock. Jonathan Bird is an incredible Americana performer from Orange County. He'll be with his full band. The Fair and the Foul is another Americana band on August 1st. And then the final night is a gentleman that won the Durham Arts Council Emerging Artist Grant. Jelly Sissoko is his name, and he's a kora player from West Africa. So he'll be there in a trio configuration. So if you like West African music or kora, which is kind of like a harp, kind of sounds like an African harp, that's our final show of the season.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a full season.
Yeah, a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah.
Bring the kids.
Definitely.
If you don't have kids, bring your dog. If you don't have a dog, bring your friend.
So is there seating, or people just stand up and party, or I mean, what's the
People can
expectation?
sit along like there's kind of a walled area around the plaza itself, or you're welcome to bring a small folding chair if you want.
Okay, all right. So what if it's raining? What do people
If it's raining, we're going to move shows immediately to the Pinhook, which is an indoor venue just right around the corner on Main Street. And I definitely want to say, get ready, because Bull City Burger and Brewery is doing beverages that evening, and they'll be unveiling the first night a special summer ale, a secret summer ale that'll be available throughout the series all summer long.
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Now, if our viewers want more information or learn how to volunteer even, do you have any volunteer opportunities?
Yeah. Email me. It's just tess@downtowndurham.com. That's me at Downtown Durham Inc. Or you could check out our Facebook page. I'd love for people just to click like and be a friend, because that's a way we can update you about last minute exciting things that are happening. We've already got more than 3,500 Facebook likes.
Incredible.
But we want 3,500 more. So Downtown Durham Inc. is downtowndurham.com, or our Facebook page would be great.
That's great. I know we named a lot of artists and groups, and if we missed any, people can go to your website and find out
They're
who
all
else they can
listed there
expect to
on
see.
the events page of our Facebook page.
All right, great. Tess, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. It's great. I love Durham. I live in Durham. Go Durham.
Go Durham. We love Durham. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break now. But when we come back, we're going to give you an exclusive update on a huge project overlooking our thriving downtown. We'll be right back. Welcome back to City Life. For many of you who travel through downtown Durham, you know that the city has a huge revitalization project underway for the Southside neighborhood. Joining me to give a quick update on this project and the home ownership assistance available is Reginald Johnson. Reginald is the director of the city's Community Development Department. Welcome, Reginald, and thank you so much for joining me.
Glad to be here, Beverly. Thank you.
You've
for
been with
having
us
me.
before, and we're glad to
Yes,
have you back.
and I'm glad to be back.
All
glad to
right.
be back. Have some good news to share.
Okay, well, give us a quick update on what's going on with Southside.
Well, just to recap, the Southside Revitalization Project consists of a 125-acre area that is south of the Durham Freeway and north of North Carolina Central University. The city's objective is to engage in a neighborhood revitalization project through the creation of a high-quality home ownership opportunities as well as rental opportunities for persons of all incomes.
Okay. I know you recently updated City Council on this project. So where do things stand now with this project? Now, it's such a huge project and so visible. So
Yeah.
what are we doing now?
Yes, it is a visible project, a very substantial project. We are making progress with the project. We have had some delays due to rain and some soil issues. And so, but we've been able to work through those issues and come up with a plan, working with the Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, DENR, that will allow us to put some of the soil in different places on the site that allow us to proceed with the project.
I know in describing the project, you said the city's effort or main goal is just whole neighborhood revitalization. I know this is encouraged by some private investment as well as public investment. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So one of the things that's important in terms of the private investment, we do have McCormick Barron Salazar as a developer of the project on the rental units. And one of the things, they were successful in getting low-income housing tax credits for this project, which results in about $10 million coming into the project from places around the country that have invested in Durham. Then in terms of the home ownership units that we're going to build, about 48 home ownership units, we're also working with developers builders who are going to build those houses just as any other builder would build those houses. The city's role is to help with the financing to make them affordable.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure our viewers understood that and how everything kind of, tied in together in making this whole project something that the city can be proud of.
Oh yes, most definitely. We will definitely be proud of this project once it's completed.
Now you mentioned delays a little earlier, and how will these delays actually affect the units that you're building?
So the initial goal was to construct 132 units by December the 31st. But due to the rain delays and the work that we had to do with DENR, we're actually going to have 93 units completed by December the 31st, 2013. Now what's important is that 80 of those units do have to be low-income housing tax credit units, and those 80 units will be completed. So to make sure that the tax credits are not in jeopardy.
So it really doesn't have a major impact on the outcome.
No, it will not have a major impact, and the remainder of the units should be finished in the first quarter of 2014.
Okay, all right then. How about for the home ownership units? How does all of this affect the provision of those? Because I think that's important for people to be aware of as well.
So the home ownership units, which are on the west side of Roxborough Street, the city is engaging two different builders to build a total of 48 houses that the builders will sell, and what the city will do is to help the buyers purchase the homes to make sure that those homes are affordable to individuals throughout the city. But there will be some of the homes that will be market rate. All of the homes will be selling for market rate. The city's role is to make sure that those persons who buy them through different financing mechanisms will make them affordable to a range of incomes.
Okay, all right. Can you talk about what some of the units might cost, or some of the home ownership units might cost?
So we're looking at a range, Beverly, of the 48 houses being somewhere between $140,000 to probably about $180,000 a unit. Some will be one story, some will be two story. There'll be a range of options, just as with any other neighborhood in the city of Durham. A range of options that the purchasers can choose to have put into their homes.
Okay, and to help people who might want to buy a house in the Southside neighborhood, I know there's quite a bit of assistance that's going to be available.
Yes, there are assistance.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit about those incentives?
Yes, I'd be glad to, and that's an important piece. So one of the things that's important is that out of the 48 homes that we're looking to build, at least 51% of them have to be for lower and moderate income buyers.
Uh-huh.
And so the city's role is to make sure that that occurs, and we'll make sure that that occurs by having a layer of financing available, different financing opportunities for people depending upon their income. So for example, the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency offers a 0% 30-year deferred loan that's up to $18,000. That's one possible loan if the person purchaser qualifies. Then Duke University and Duke University Health System is also participating in the project, and we're really grateful to have their support. They are offering Duke employees a $10,000 0% loan forgivable over 5 years. Duke's total commitment to this project is $100,000. Over 80 campus employees have signaled interest and are vying for up to 15 slots in the university offered subsidy program. So that's really great. Duke is just really helping us with this project. Then another layer of financing is the City of Durham. The City of Durham offers an amortized second mortgage loan at 2% with a 30-year term. And then we also offer incentives at 0% for forgivable loans with a 30-year term. And the total amount of the amortized and forgivable mortgage loans will be up to $20,000 each, $20,000 each.
Okay. You know something, if I'm sitting at home and I'm wondering, okay, how do I qualify? My first question is, what does my income have to be considered, you know, to fit into this category, you know, where I need affordable housing or where I am qualified to get a loan or loan assistance?
Yeah, so
what's affordable?
So what's for a family of four, the income for affordable is 80% of the area median income or below. So for a family of four, it's about $54,000 a year.
Okay, all right.
That's what that means. If somebody calls the community development office, we have a chart that shows what the range of incomes for the family sizes are, and we'd be glad to share that with anyone who's interested. We have that in our office, and that is given to us by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. HUD shares that, and it's revised annually.
Okay. Just for an example, though, say if I purchased a house for $175,000, what would that mean per month?
So if you qualify for all of the subsidies that we just talked about, one could purchase a $175,000 house for $754 a month.
Quite affordable.
Which is really affordable.
Yeah, it's hard to find an apartment for that now.
Yes, well this is going to be exciting. This is one of the main reasons that we're doing this project, is to make sure that the houses that are being created are open to everyone to the extent that they qualify. And that's the reason the city's role is to make the subsidies around with our partners to make subsidies available.
So if people have more questions about this whole project or about how they can get assistance, how do they get in contact with you?
I have two ways, Beverly. The first way is the Southside pre-sale registration, which is available on the community development website on the City of Durham's webpage. And then also the interested parties can call the office at 919-560-4570. And just ask for information on the Southside Revitalization Project, and we'll be glad to provide that information.
Great.
We're very excited about this project.
I can tell you have put in a whole lot of work on this project and really been one of the forces behind making it work.
Oh yes, we have a great team at the Department of Community Development, and this is a project that we really are proud of, and so will be the entire City of Durham.
Great, great. Anything else you'd like to say about this project and how people can get more information?
Just make sure they just call the Community Development Office.
All right, good deal.
We'll be glad to provide it.
All right, Reginald, thank you so much for coming back.
Glad to be here.
And I'm sure we're going to ask you to come back in the future to talk more when we get closer to seeing buildings going up.
Oh yes, and I'll be glad to talk about it.
All right, thanks so much.
You're so welcome.
Well, that does it for this edition of City Life. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can also find us on demand on DTVA's webpage and on YouTube. I'm Beverly Thompson. Thank you for joining me to learn more about City Life in Durham.